So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. You know what's crazy? Every day, you and I and lots of other people make smart business and job decisions, ROI calculations, risk assessments, strategic planning, things like that. And then at 5 o'clock, we clock out, and what do? We wing it. This is the Daily Boost. How are you? It's me, Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. I love this time of the year because the Daily Boost is essentially about reminding you every single day of the goals that you set, what you're going after, how you want to live your life, the choices you made. And if life gets in the way, we just boost ourselves right through it. That's what this is all about. And this time of year, I think we fall into two camps. You are either the smart people, because I'm in that room. The smart people in the room are not dwelling on what happened this year. We're looking at next year, but what we can make happen. We're planning right now, get it out of the way so we can take some holiday time off and then enjoy and get busy in January. The not smart people in the room, I'm going to say it like that, you guys are planning your Black Friday adventure, and that's awesome because people like me that are business owners, we need you out there spending your money, so awesome. But today I'm going to combine the two. So if you're not a business person and you're thinking, hey, I don't like this, we're literally I'm going to prove to you today that it's the same thing. And if you're successful in your personal life or you're successful in your business life, it's the same tool set. So we'll chat about that as we get going today. I have spent years consulting business owners. I do it right now. I believe 100% of my current clients in my private practice and my groups are business owners right now. Mostly solopreneurs, small companies, up to about $3 million. That's about it. We walk through their planning. They walk through their customer journeys, their metrics. One day I'm sitting with a client, pretty successful guy, and we're mapping out quarterly goals with him, revenue targets, customer acquisition costs, conversion rates. We say all the cool words around here. He's taking notes. He's nodding his head. He's excited, and then he stops. And I recognize the look, and maybe you've seen the look before. I know you've had it before. That epiphany look, that light bulb goes off in your brain look. I call it the click. It's that millisecond in time when you get something. Some people call it the aha moment. Thank you, Arsenio Hall. Some people call it the oh shit moment. Did I edit out? I think I edited that one. I did. The point is, click. It's when something just resonates with you that you didn't even see coming. Maybe you've been looking, maybe you wondered, but it hit you. So I kind of paused. I said, so what happened? I said, man, I wish my personal life was this organized. I feel like I'm just making it up as I go. And I just said, well, we all are, aren't we? We all are. We're just running, trying to figure life out as we go. That's it. You know, when you have a little wisdom, some accumulated wisdom, you can take a lot of shortcuts. This show is about shortcuts. This show is about accumulated wisdom where I can toss it in your lap in about 9 minutes and you go, oh, that's cool. And you can run with it. What he didn't know behind the scenes was if you work with me, that I'm more concerned about your personal life and how everything blends together than I am about making money. Yes, I want you to make money. I want you to build everything you want. That's a cool thing. Life revolves around money. You want freedom? You want fun? You want all the stuff you dream of? You better have a bank account. It's bottom line. What he didn't know is I want him to stay married. I want him to be healthy. I want him when he goes to the doctor. I don't want to have the metabolic disease conversation so many people get in their early 40s. Have the money, but have a life too. We all do it. Some of y'all are separatists. Some of y'all think, I just work for somebody. They don't get any of my time or attention after I leave the office. I have a name for you guys. You're liars. How do I know? Because if I do meet you, someplace, could be anywhere, it's not long before you're complaining about your boss. Tell me you're separated from that. If you go to a party, what's the first thing you'll ask somebody or they'll ask you? So what do? You're connected. It's one of the same. And the tools that we use for one work for the other. I'm at a stage in my life where I just got my first driver's license that had gray hair on it. I had to smile because not everybody gets a driver's license with gray hair on it. But when I go around town, people say, so, are you retired? See, I get a different question because I have gray hair. I used to say, no, man, I'm still working. I'm not going to retire. I love what I do. And then I had to spend 2 hours explaining what I do. It was like, whoa. So now guess what I say? Yeah, I'm retired. And what do they say? Oh, you're so lucky. You've earned it. Man, I can't wait till I retire and get out of working. That's not the trick, man. The trick is to understand you are just one person with one life. It all blends together. So the rest of this program, what we're going to do is dive in a little bit, a couple things you can do that a business owner would do that you could and should do today in your personal life that will allow you to kind of begin to blend and relax a little bit and frankly, just be happier. So what are those things? So business has a truth that never changes. What you measure matters. You measure what matters. What gets measured gets managed, right? Every business lives and dies by two things, a return on investment, ROI. Positive ROI, you grow. Negative ROI, you're done. It's that simple. You keep pouring money into strategies that don't work. You keep hiring people that drag you down. You don't keep selling products nobody wants. Why? Because you're tracking it. You know what's working, what's not. It works for multi-million-dollar businesses. Why wouldn't it work for managing your personal life? The answer to that question is it will.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
So let's go through a couple steps here that might help you. Number one, in a business, we have what's called an avatar, knowing who you're serving. In business, that's your customer avatar. You get really specific, their age, their income, their problems, their desires. You don't market to everyone or try to be everyone's friend. You market to someone. Same with your life. Who are you when you're being you? What do you do when you're doing you? Not who you were 5 years ago, not who your parents think you should be, not who you look like on Instagram, who are you right now when you're most alive. Now, here's the problem. Most people get it wrong. They're trying to become something they think they should be. Then they achieve that goal and they feel nothing because they built a life for someone else. Wrong avatar. You need to dig deep and script the perfect avatar for your life, the future you, what you want to do. Be specific about it. What lights you up? What drains you? Get rid of that stuff. When you feel most like yourself, go for it. Don't skip this step because if you don't know who you are, you cannot build a life that fits you. Just like a business. If a business sells the wrong product to the wrong customer, they do not have a business. If you have a personal life and you're dealing with the wrong people and the wrong job and the wrong everything else, you do not have a good life. Number two, in business, people define their product that solves a problem. In life, same deal. What is the exact life you want? And I mean exact, not I want to be happy, not I want to have, a good quality of my life. No, specific. I want to work out. Becomes Man, I'm at the gym at 6 a.m., 3 days a week for 45 minutes. I have a bodybuilding contest in 3 months. That's why I go. I want better relationships. It becomes, I'm home for dinner with my family every Tuesday and Thursday. No phones on the table. I want financial freedom. I have 6 months of expenses saved and 0 credit card debt. You see the difference? Decide what you want specifically. What is required to be happy in life? The more specific your solution, the easier it is to build because everything else goes away. Did you miss that? If you're specific, you're focused. Everything else goes away because you're just not paying attention to it. Vague goals get vague results. Specific goals get specific results. Bottom line. Now in business, people have to deliver a product. They have to build a system, right? That's your process. It's your method. It's your daily operations, your life. That's what you do in your business. But in the world of personal living, most people fall apart. But if you have your systems in your business, if you know what motivates you, if you know how you repeat your daily rituals, if you know the things that are working and you keep doing those things, your habits will absolutely dictate your success and your happiness in life. If you don't have a predictable system of delivery of you as a person day-to-day life, you're winging it. And if you're in business, that's negative ROI and you're gone. So if you're not happy, if you're not getting the job you want, if relationships aren't good, it simply means you haven't thought through your system. You don't have your daily non-negotiables. You don't have your action figured out. You don't know what you're doing. You haven't refined your method so you can keep doing it. Then you can measure it. Then you can track it. Then you adjust it. Benchmarks, all the fun stuff. The stuff we do in business to see how they are the same thing. So you don't need to separate. You don't need to bring it all together. But you can use the same tools that allow you to get the same results. The positive ROI on your business and or your life. You wouldn't invest in your business and continue to get negative returns, would you? But so many people do it in their life. Why would you spend 60% of your time for 10% satisfaction? That makes no sense at all. ROI or die, as they say. Oh, man. But it's so true. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll come back tomorrow, have a little bit more fun. I have no idea what we're talking about, but it will be a cool time. I'll see you then on the Daily Boost.